Arctic Circle, March 2010. I decided to go up on deck, away from the pointless chatter. I needed to think. It was breathtakingly beautiful. White-crested waves rolling by, snow-covered mountains sparkling in the distance, the dull throb of the ship's heart as we snaked our way down the coast of Norway. Fairly soon the sun would be going to bed, but before its final embrace with the horizon, it was sending a ballet of colour pirouetting across the sky, shocking pink melting into shades of coral, peach and apricot, ending in an explosion of brightest gold, illuminating the puffy clouds. It was magical, otherworldly, even a little mystical. I felt my eyes fill with tears. Beauty often has that effect on me. In the pocket of my Arctic jacket, my hand still clutched the slip of paper I had been given in Narvik. Was I going to make that telephone call or not? Perhaps the past should be left undisturbed. Beautiful distant memories allowed to slumber on through all eternity. I pondered various possibilities. What if his wife, if he had one, answered the phone? Of course it occurred to me that he could be dead. It was some 55 years since we parted. Perhaps he had had a son who bore his name, and this was the son's telephone number in my pocket. Then again, he could be alive still, but ill in hospital, or away on holiday, or perhaps when I rang, he would simply be out somewhere. Questions, all unanswerable. With the passage of time, I had thought of him less and less, of course, but I had never forgotten him, never. I guess the first big, meaningful love has a way of leaving its print on one's life forever. The burning question was, had he forgotten me? Half a century plus is a very long time. The worst scenario would be if I made the call and he only vaguely remembered me, or perhaps not at all. How deflating that would be. Another ghastly thought sprang to mind. He might have developed dementia. What age would he be now? He was older than me for sure, but how much? 2 or 3 years? Or 4 or more? I knew his birthday was the 18th of August, but which year? Such details have no importance when one is in one's early 20s and madly in love. More hypothetical questions ran riot through my head. What if? What if? What if? Enough! Of course I would make the phone call. There was never any doubt. Everything else apart, my curiosity would win the day. How would I announce myself? He would not know my married name, and he never called me Margery, always Marge. I returned to my cabin, and without further ado, I dialed the number. 3 rings, and it was answered. I recognized his voice immediately and felt a bit panicky. What do I say? What do I say? My opening gambit was unusual, to say the least. Are you about 80, and is your name Odd? I asked in English. A pause, then slowly, also in English, he replied, Yes. Do you remember a young Australian girl you met in 1951? I had not even finished the sentence before he exclaimed, Marge, Marge, my Marge, is that really you? Yes, it is, I replied. And is that really Odd? We both laughed.